to another episode of Market Markup. This is Lance, co-founder of BH Capital Enterprises, where I teach black people how to navigate the markets using price action. So your learning how to read price action can translate into any asset class that you're trading. But anyway, if you're new here, thank you for visiting. I hope you'll stick around by subscribing, hitting that notification bell. I appreciate you. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. I appreciate y'all sticking with me. And hopefully you all are getting some value from the content that I'm putting up on this channel. That being said, for the month of July, I've been doing a 30-day chart challenge where every day for the month of July, I'm going to be putting out a video where I'm breaking down a chart and, maybe even offering some hypotheses about what I think may happen in the future. If you have some tickers that you'd like for me to check out, feel free to throw them my way, and I'm happy to take a look at them. And it's not just limited to stock. If you want me to check out some crypto uh, uh, assets, cryptocurrencies, I'm happy to do that as well. But in keeping with the cannabis theme, let's take a look at Canopy Growth Corporation, and this company is out of Canada, one of the big players in the cannabis game. Um, I don't currently hold any positions in CGC currently, whether that be stock or options. So, just that putting that disclaimer out there. Um, this is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I truly enjoy analyzing charts. So, without any further ado, let's just jump into the yearly chart on Canopy Growth. And obviously, we have phase two here, and then now it's in phase three of the market cycle. And so, a couple of areas that I would definitely pay attention to would be, let's see, from about this $20 area up to about this $26 area. So, I don't even know, what I would call this. Let's just call it phase three. That's what I'll call it. Phase three of the market cycle. We're gonna make that a dotted line per usual. And we'll do the same thing here. Phase three. Okay, so there we go. Phase three of the market cycle. So for the past 4 years, most of Canopy Growth's price action has been situated between these two levels. As you can see, outside of here, it tends to struggle. We got some demand down here below the $10 area, $9, $10, $11 area. But quite a bit of supply up here. So quite a bit of resistance above this high $20 area. So 27 and up. Quite a bit of resistance when it gets up there. So that's the main thing that I'm noticing here on this yearly chart. So, keep in mind that it could continue to consolidate for many years, or it could make a move, at any point. Just something to keep in mind. But let's move on to the monthly chart and see how that is looking. Let me take these moving averages off of here. All right, so no, that's not that. And this $40 area is a tough area. Let's just call this, I'll just call this pivot on monthly, at least one of those areas. Let's say monthly for 2021. Okay. Two. Let's just do that color there. Didn't mean to do that. Meant to just get that off my screen, but anyway. So you see the price is headed down toward that the bottom range of that consolidation area that I notated on the yearly chart. But as you can see, as far as the monthly chart is concerned, most of the price action has been kind of outside of those levels. So that's why it's good to look at other time frames as well to see if there's any confluence or differences in the time frames. So doing that allows you to get a more complete picture of what's going on with the price action and how the markets are feeling about that stock. So um, let's see, what else am I seeing here? Let's get out my trend line. First off, this area here. So for sure, on the monthly chart, that's definitely, this trend line is definitely an area that I would watch out for. And I'm going to make this like this little purple color. There we go. All right, so this is resistance on the monthly chart. Yeah, I would watch this. Actually, I'm just gonna put a note there just so I'll have that reminder. Monthly resistance. I definitely spelled that incorrectly. Okay, monthly resistance. So on the monthly chart, I will watch to see if the price can get above this area, and it may consolidate or it may, make a bullish move out of this area. But this is definitely something that I keep an eye on as far as the monthly chart is concerned. I mean, it's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight months of bearishness. So at some point, it's gonna, make a move, make a turnaround or whatever, or just consolidate and just kind of be more range bound than what it has been this year. But got some static down here in the teens, so pretty much below this phase three area that I notated on the yearly chart. So as far as the monthly chart is concerned, watch this area, this purple trend line. Watch that phase three, that lower area on the yearly chart. And I should probably, so I don't forget that that's the yearly chart and get confused. Okay, there we go. Okay. So if these levels break, so if this yearly level breaks, then I'd look for the price to move down inside this area here. And I'm just going to do a little rectangle and say, hey, maybe the price moves down inside this area. Okay. Um, as you can see, when the price comes down inside here, it tends to consolidate and switch gears. So maybe the same thing is kind of shaping up, but maybe not. But again, watch this $20 area to see if it breaks or if it holds. Also watch this trend line to see if it breaks or if it holds. So yeah, that's pretty much all I'm seeing here on the monthly chart that is at least important right now, short term. I might have to come back and visit this chart at another time and see if I see anything else, as I'm not really, charts are kind of like when you're reading scripture, you kind of see something there that you didn't see on the first and the second and third look. So, I just kind of approach charts in that same kind of way. Let's take a screenshot and we're going to move on to the weekly chart and see what's happening there. So the weekly chart, you get a better picture of that trend line that I mentioned and drew for the monthly chart. So what I'm going to do is make some adjustments here. We're going to bring this one in a bit. Actually, we're going to bring that in here. Alright, so we're going to call this one weekly. And I've spoken on this before about how when you get those bearish trend line breaks, the price tends to kind of consolidate sometimes past that level instead of having like this bullish breakout and just immediately transitioning into bullishness. It'll just transition into the next phase of the market cycle, which tends to be some consolidation. So we're getting some consolidation here on the weekly chart, and so far it's holding above that $20 level. So even more importantly, to keep an eye on that level to see if it continues to consolidate. And what you want to watch for is the price to move toward 25 and on up, and maybe even over 26 and over 27, and then maybe that will send it um, on a bullish move, maybe back toward that $40 area, but maybe about 35, about mid 30s, and then low 40s. So just a possibility. And again, because I know I didn't explain that very well, so got that bearish trend line break is consolidating. So what I would do is sit on my hands while it's consolidating, and when I see it make a move toward 25, then it piques my interest, and I'd look to see if it moves over 26, at which point I would be looking for it to go to about the mid 30s, and then to low 40s area. So am I seeing anything else here on this weekly chart? Really? Not really. Not really. Not really. I would have said, a cup and handle type situation, but the handle, it just went too deep for me, in my opinion. And the rims are whatever. I'm just not feeling that scenario at this time. So let's move on to the daily chart and see what's happening over there. All right, so daily chart gives you an even better picture of that bearish trend line break and how the price is just consolidating, and you see it came down here to the low 20s. It may be starting to turn up, but maybe not. So keep an eye on it being obvious that the price is in phase one of the market cycle currently. So like I said, just watch for transition into the next phase of the market cycle for this one. And I looking at the daily chart does not change my hypothesis currently about that that bullish hypothesis that I put forth. Um, and it also doesn't change my, well, did I come up with a bearish one? Not really. So if, actually I did. So if the price breaks this low 20s, then I look for it to move inside this area. Um, yeah, I look for it to move down inside this area, at which point it could consolidate. That's what it does historically. As you can see over here, it just consolidated for a little while. So very important levels to watch. Currently trading below the 50 and the 200-day moving average, so definitely pay attention to those levels as well. And I mentioned, on the weekly chart that if I were considering a long position, I'd want to see this price move up over that $25 area and on toward 26. And so notice that 200, we have some confluence here with that phase 3 yearly level. The top side that I marked is also right around the 200-day moving average. So makes this an even more important level, in my opinion, when you see alignment like that. So that's that's pretty much that's pretty much it. From a technical perspective, as far as um, Canopy Growth is concerned. Um, I even gave that $35 level on the weekly chart, and I'm seeing some confluence here on the daily chart. So yeah, just watch your levels, and as the price approaches each key level, do some reevaluating, repositioning, or um, whatever you feel compelled to do. So uh, that's pretty much it. Again, this is day 11 of the 30-day chart challenge. If you guys have any tickers that you'd like for me to check out, feel free to send them my way. I'm happy to do a breakdown on them and offer my opinion. Again, this is just my opinion. It's no, you know, it's not investment advice at all. So invest at your own risk. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys share this. I hope you guys get some value out of this. But I'll catch you in day 12 of my 30-day chart challenge. And thanks for watching.